So, one of your favorite bands, the Mighty Metal Church,
Yes.
they finally put out the announcement about the album this week.
Okay.
The album is called Dead to Rights. It is a 10 songs, 10 song opus. Where's the album cover? It's got to be here somewhere. There it is. There's the album cover.
All right.
They didn't give us a new song, so we still have fuck around and find out. What do you think? You like the album cover? I do not.
I'm not digging it. I mean, obviously the Metal Church logo is the thing that sticks out there for me, you know.
Yeah. I don't like the way that the guitar is not prominent. That's always been the prominent thing on their album covers, and now it's just in the back burning away. Is that all the old members just getting pushed to the back? So that they
Burning up the bodies.
Yeah. All them old bodies are in that trunk there. Is that fucking David Wayne on top of it, holding the lid shut? Yeah, I don't like this cover even a little bit, but I did like Fuck Around and Find Out. I thought that was a really good song. We've played it, right? We
did.
Yeah.
The lead singer, their new guy,
Brian Allen.
He's a nice cross between Mike Howe and David Wayne.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I'm a little bit weird about it though. I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that are poo-pooing the lineup.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them.
Are you one? Okay.
I'm one of them. I'm not.
You're not sold on it.
It feels less of a band and more of a project.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't. It just because they got name guys in there and stuff. It just seems like hired guns.
Well, let me ask this: will that change when you see them? Like, if you see them and it's a good show, will you feel like that's Metal Church?
The question is, and I think in the back of my mind, I mean, if it's going to be a good album and they go out and tour and stuff, obviously I'll go see them.
Sure.
But my concern, or if I have a concern, is this a one and done for this lineup as far as like the talent is concerned?
Sure.
You know, because it doesn't seem like a band. It seems like, well, I want to get David Ellefson and I want to get this guy in and I want to get this guy in. But is this a cohesive band, or is this a bunch of guys just doing a project together under the Metal Church name?
Yeah. And I mean, the only thing we can say is the first song does sound like Metal Church. So that's,
it does, and I agree.
That's a thing. But let's be honest. Friendship or no friendship, Ellefson's in every goddamn band that asks him to be in it.
Right.
You know, and you know that definitely leaves you to question, at least, if he's going to stay with this. You know, now I mean, he's not really been a guy to jump ship, really. I don't think. You know, he does projects and then they end, or he gets fired from them or whatever. I mean, he's not the guy that's like a true just gun for hire guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I would imagine, and from talking to him a little bit, he did tell me that this is a band. You know, it's a band. It's not something he's doing until the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he told me that. The guy I think is the real question mark, is the guy we're not really talking much about. It's Ken Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Two reasons. One, Ken is definitely a mercenary.
Yeah, he plays with a lot of people,
and he's of the age, and I only know this because, and here I go sounding like fucking Sir Trunka again, but when I talked to Ken about, what band was he doing? Was that Flotsam maybe? Whatever band it was recently. I talked to him about a year ago. And when Oh no, it was Jack's Great White.
Yeah.
It was right after Jack passed. So whatever band he was doing, we talked about Jack's Great White. And we also talked about Flotsam. And Ken told me flat out. He said, "I'm getting too old for this," and he wants to do it as long as he can do it at this level. But he's starting to see that he can't anymore, which makes me think: how long is he committed to Metal Church?
Right.
You know, I mean, he's, from my conversation with him, he's not even committed. Like, I didn't ask him this, obviously, but if I would have, I don't think he would have said, "Yeah, I guarantee I'll be out there for 10 more years." I don't think he would have said that. And if Metal Church is a true band per se, I would think it's like a 5-year run, don't you? I mean, I can't see that they're looking past that. They'd all be in their mid 70s at that point. That's a little old for Metal Church.
Well, I guess it depends on how long Kurt wants to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But he's had back problems and everything else. That's not going to be better when he's 70. He's going to look like a fucking question mark. But I got to tell you a funny story too, and I'll send you the video tomorrow, and everybody else, you guys can see it here in a month or so when it comes up. So since we're on the topic of Metal Church here, I interviewed a band called Limberlost this week, which I know you haven't heard of. But the bass player in the band is somebody that you have heard of and you do know, Steve Unger.
Right.
So I did the interview. I interviewed with the female singer and I think the guitar player and Unger, Steve Unger. Steve shows up. He's at a pool. He's poolside with his phone. He's trying to hold his phone up while he's laying back getting sun and stuff. It's the funniest fucking interview because literally he's laying back in the sun, just feeling the sun.
Yeah, he's trying to participate, but yet, you know, he's not going to disturb his pool time to do it.
And I even asked him about that. I said, poolside, huh? You good and comfortable? But it was just funny talking to him. And I reminded him just before the interview started, I talked to him a little bit about the time that we did at Peabody's where we were
when you guys passing the mic around.
And he remembered that shit. He was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that. It was a long time ago." I was like, "Yeah, it's like 20 years ago, my friend. Long time ago." But it's good to talk to him. He's a nice dude.
Sure.
I like that guy.
That Metal Church lineup was really good to me. You know, obviously Ronnie Monroe and Steve Unger and obviously Kurt and Jeff Plate was in the band at the time. And Sted Howland came in, you know, he was in that. So, you know, all those guys were very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
hanging out with them.
You can check out Unger in 2 different bands. He's in this band Limberlost. And he's also in the band NYC with Tommy Bolin from Warlock. So pick your poison, as they say.